The Psychology of a Child Who Grew Up Too Fast Part 1, The High Impact Took, and Core Paradox. You don't remember learning how to be strong. You just remember realizing very early that no one else was going to do it for you. You remember the quiet moments? Not loud trauma, not dramatic collapse, just a slow understanding that crying didn't change much, that asking for help felt pointless, that being easy made life smoother for everyone else. So you adjusted, you became alert, you became useful, you became calm in situations that should have scared you, and people praised you for it. They said you were mature for your age, wise beyond your years, so responsible, so independent. What they didn't see was the trade you were making. Because the very thing that saved you back then, your ability to grow up too fast, is now the thing quietly sabotaging your rest, your relationships, and your sense of being allowed to need. This is the core paradox of the child who grew up too fast. The skill that kept you emotionally alive as a child slowly becomes the prison that keeps you from feeling alive as an adult. You learned to carry weight before your bones were ready. And now, even when the danger is gone, your nervous system still braces for impact. You don't know how to stop being on. You don't know how to relax without guilt. You don't know how to receive without calculating the cost. And the hardest part, you don't even feel like you're allowed to complain because technically you survived. But survival is not the same as being nurtured. And competence is not the same as care. Part 2. Definition and psychological authority. Psychology has a name for one of the core mechanisms behind this pattern. Parentification occurs when a child is forced emotionally or practically to take on roles meant for adults. Sometimes it's obvious. Caring for siblings, managing finances, mediating conflict. But more often, it's subtle. The child becomes the emotional regulator, the listener, the stable one, the one who doesn't add to the chaos. Imagine a house where the foundation is still wet cement, but the roof is already being built. That is the internal architecture of a child who grows up too fast. Their nervous system adapts through hypervigilance, a constant scanning of emotional weather. Who's upset? Who needs something? What might go wrong? This hypervigilance wires the brain to prioritize external stability over internal sensation. Neurologically, this shapes the autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic branch, responsible for alertness and action, stays overactivated. Rest becomes unfamiliar. Stillness feels unsafe. Even joy can trigger anxiety because it loosens control. Over time, this child default mode network, the part of the brain active during rest and self-reflection, never fully learns that it's safe to wander. Instead of daydreaming, it problem solves. Instead of imagining, it prepares. Attachment theory often shows this pattern evolving into avoidant or disorganized attachment, not because the child didn't want closeness, but because closeness came with responsibility. Dependency felt dangerous. Neediness felt shameful.